Hello, friends. Welcome to Because of Eli. This is our general trigger warning. We are here recording at Frosted Nug Productions, and this podcast discusses death, child loss, suicide, mental health, and grief. We are not trauma professionals or therapists. We offer no professional advice. We are just two friends with a lot of life experiences who want to help others. Welcome to Because of Eli. Hello, Amy.
Hello, Erica. And we have a guest with us today. Sharon's with us.
Hello.
Hello, Sharon.
So happy that you're here.
Welcome to the
thankful.
pod. So we go around at the beginning of each episode, and for those of you new with us, and we talk about something we have done for ourselves this week. So I know Amy actually has something. She's the prepared human today. So,
I wasn't.
Amy, what did you do for yourself this week?
I wasn't necessarily prepared, but at the last minute, I'm like, what have I done? But I went to a wedding send-off on Saturday, and I got my hair and makeup done, which was fun. I don't normally do that. So that was fun. I
That's
loved
a good
it.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I like feel
a
a
nice
little
treat.
pampered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I made an appointment to get my hair done for a party that
Yay.
I'm not supposed to know about.
Yeah, so her husband, just so we all know, was trying to plan a surprise party. What was it, like 2 days ago? I said, oh, what day is Wizard Fest? That's this
Which is
Friday.
something
we're going.
different, yeah.
Yes, so it's something different. What day is Wizard Fest? She's like, it's the 23rd, and we have Mrs. Rubino's on the 24th. And I said, what do you know about Mrs. Rubino's? And she's like, everything.
It's a problem. Yeah. It's a problem. Surprising me takes a lot. It's not his fault.
He was trying.
He was.
And I appreciate his effort. He was really trying.
I've gotten yelled at by a few other guests for, well, why do you know about this?
Yeah.
Because I live in the same house as him. Because I know what he's doing.
And you pick up on things very good too.
Very
She
quickly.
does. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because she's going to tell you about yourself.
Oh, good. Great. Fabulous. All I've done since she's gotten here is eat and talk around her so I don't ask too many questions before the podcast. So that was my prep for the day. So go ahead.
I was going to say, so Sharon, what have you done for yourself?
Well, mine is not really me based. For those who don't know me, I'm a very animal related person. I have a black cat named Angel, and I took her to the vet on Monday. And it was a really, really, really trying morning for her. She ran away. She hid. Me and my son had to chase her down. But when we got home, she just clung to me, and her and I just kind of reconnected in. And it was a very special day. Just being able to spend time with her.
Yeah.
She's one of my besties.
Oh, I
that's
love
so
that. Oh.
Vet visits are always a thing
Stressful.
with our pets.
Yeah, they're
Like
stressful.
immediately when we walk into the vet, my little dog, who is 14 years old, he'll just be like, Mommy. He never wants to be held, but he always puts his little paws up and lets me hold him, and he just gets really sad and angry at me.
It's his comfort, his reassurance that, Mommy, you're not leaving me. Everything's going to be okay.
Well, it's going to be okay, but I do leave him. It's a drop-off vet, so he knows. He's like, you're going to leave me if I'm in your arms. Maybe you won't leave.
But not leave.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you. That. Well, Amy, do you want to tell us about our guests and what we're going to talk about today?
So I met Sharon. Well, it was 6 weeks after Eli passed because you asked me that because Eli told you that I needed to get over it already.
True.
Which is so Eli.
But I actually met Sharon through Dawn, who was a previous guest. She had an event at her space, and I went. It was a small little group, and I met Sharon there, and you were so on point with things about Eli. And you know, unfortunately, there are people that take advantage of people, and I felt like I didn't feel that way at all with you. You were very clear at the beginning. You said, "Don't feed me anything. You can, basically like yes or no to things, but don't feed me information. Otherwise, I can't wow you." And I love that you said that, and that was a really good healing experience for me.
I remember when I got to you, I looked at you and I said, "Do you need tissues?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "I don't think so." And I'm like, "Well, I have your son." She's like, "I need tissues."
Yes. Yeah. So I appreciate that because especially at that time, so early on, it really helped me be able to move forward knowing he was okay, because that was my biggest concern.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Loss is always hard.
Yeah.
Parenting after losing a child, right?
It's-
Because you never stop being their parent.
Oh,
And
absolutely not.
after they're gone, you still feel the drive and urge. So anything to connect, really.
Yeah, and then I was scanning through the crowd to kind of figure out my next person, and I looked at her and I went, I'm like, "Did he do that to you?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay," because I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Now, Amy has had like experience with people who do all of this and with Reiki, and I don't. So when we get through some of the conversations about what you do, I'll probably have lots of questions.
Yeah.
So
Ask me
Yeah.
any questions.
hopefully help with some questions maybe our audience would have.
Yeah. But I would love for you to explain what you do, because you don't just speak to people, you
No.
also speak to animals.
That's great.
So you can explain or discuss whatever you want, obviously. But I'm curious how that you realized that you had this gift.
Okay, so first of all, I'm Sharon. I also go by Inky. My business is Inky, the Got It One. I've been doing my mediumship in my 20s, and now I'm in my 50s. At the age of 8, I started seeing spirits walking around, and I'm like, what is happening? I had no idea. In my 20s, I started to use my gift. So I do mediumship. I do readings where I use cards. Do not use tarot, because tarot and I do not get along. I use a mediumship deck, which is a very specific deck. There's no book that says anything. And the cards is just a picture and a word or two. And my spirits talk with your spirits, and they tell me what I have to talk to you about. So my readings are very, very person to person. I can pull the same card for both of you, and you're getting 2 different messages. And then my biggest thing that I love very much is my animal communication / healing. I've been able to communicate with animals my whole entire life.
Wow.
I walk around, animals come to me, like I don't think anything of it. I didn't realize until like a couple years ago that not everybody can do that. I just thought it was normal. Just thought everybody talks to animals, So I can speak to animals the way that I speak to humans, and we have very in-depth conversations. And then I can also speak to animals when they pass away, and they're in spirit as well. And I've had a cat tell me that, "Oh my God, my mom wipes my butt." And I'm like, okay. And then I do healing on them where I can get rid of anxieties, traumas, triggers. And what I do is I manage to take it away. I heal them and I reset them, and then they're better. And it gives them a better life, and it gives them and their owner a better life. So I kind of bridge the gap. And I give the animals a fresh start. Because a lot of animals, we don't realize it, do have trauma because of experiences that they have had. Some have been found on the streets and they've been beaten up. I had a dog that I did. When I sat down, they were like, "Don't touch him, don't pet him. He's bitten before." And I'm like, "Okay." Put my hands in my pocket. I'm like, he told me that he was beat up by his prior owners, thrown into a dumpster, and left there to die. Somebody found him, they rehabbed him, then they rehomed him. And that's how she got him. By the end of the session, he was on my lap.
Oh.
I was like, okay. And then they stood up and gave me kisses on my face. I
Oh.
was like, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
I try to help. That's a main part of what I do too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about helping people heal,
Mm-hmm.
helping animals heal.
I love that. So how do those messages come to you?
They just pop in my head.
Okay.
Same, like whether I'm talking to spirit,
Mm-hmm.
talking to people who passed,
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm talking to animals, whether they're here or past, it's all kind of the same. It just pops in my head.
Yeah.
Do you have like if you're out in public and you're in crowds, do you find that it's
Oh, yeah.
like an issue, or is it?
Not an issue. Like in my younger days, yeah, it was an issue. Now I'm very well protected and guarded.
Okay.
Because of I don't want my energy to seep in, and I don't want every spirit coming and charging for me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, going past the cemetery wasn't the easiest thing. Going into a hospital wasn't the easiest thing. But now, yeah, I take control of it. I'm in charge of things. If I want to talk to them, I'll talk to them. If not, I'm like, not right now.
Have you ever had an experience where you've been out in public and you have a spirit talking to you and urging you to go up to someone?
And I do.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I have.
Yeah.
Different places. More so when I was like younger.
Mm-hmm.
I would be shopping. I would be here, there, hair salon. I'm like, oh, by the way, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Just got to tell you. What was it, 2 years ago, I was at a pizzeria, and I'm sitting there, and they make me see the people across the hall, like over a couple booths away. I'm like, no. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, no. And I'm trying to eat, and they're like, just go talk to her. And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm
eating my
dinner. But they wouldn't shut up, so I did go over and talk to her and give her the message, and then I went back and finished eating.
Have you ever had anyone be not happy that you shared? I would be overjoyed.
I'm trying to figure out, like, how would I feel about that
Yeah,
if that
I would be
happened?
so happy.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, because I usually start out, hey, I'm a medium. Would you like a message?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just to kind of, like, I don't want to be like, hey, your mom's here.
Yeah.
Because it could throw people off. So
Yeah.
the way I approach it is just like a gentle way.
Mm-hmm.
And then this way people understand, know that, like, hey, I'm not looking for money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat.
I also help with lost animals.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing that for a couple years. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I was putting myself out there.
Oh.
And I've been quite lucky finding the animals.
Oh,
I've either
wow.
had the animal returned back to their house, and I'm like, oh, by the way, your animal's outside, go,
Aww.
kind of thing. Or I make it to where they meet up. I found a dog that was lost for 6 days. Their parents were on vacation. They had the dogs with them. The dog ran away, missing for 6 days, and then they lived 4 hours away.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
I was contacted on the 6th day, and within probably, I came in the afternoon, probably around 2 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, they were reunited.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
amazing.
But yeah, because I would be scrolling through Facebook, and I'm like, oh, lost animal. Huh. Message the owner. I'm like, hey, I'm Inky. I can help you. Would you like me to help you? And they're all like, what? I'm not coming for money. I don't want money off of you.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to help you find your cat.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'd contact them the next day. I'm like, I'm hearing your cat's home. Your cat home? Yeah, the cat's home.
Aw.
So,
Very cool.
Oh, I love that. So when the animals are speaking to you, is it like a person speaking to you? Does the message come through any different, or is it the same?
no, it's the
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I dealt with 3 lost, passed away animals.
Mm-hmm.
I had a passed away ferret, a passed away dog, and then another passed away cat yesterday. 3 different sessions.
Wow. And I know when I met you the first time, one of the girls there, her dog came through. It was so funny because everybody else had a person, and this girl had a dog.
Oh my
And it was, and I remember you explaining the dog. It was her dog.
Yeah.
It was It was amazing.
I feel like that would make me cry.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Other things, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if a dog that I'd lost
Yeah.
came back, that would be the end for
the
me.
dog sat in front of her, and I was like, okay. Talked to her, gave her the message, and I said, I'll try and come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I did my thing. At the end of the night, I was like, all right, let me see. And I went to see, and the dog looked at me and,
Oh, no.
and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get past you. And I'm like, listen, I'm really trying to get you human, but the dog is not allowing any of that to happen.
Yeah, I remember that. It was so funny. And you had also mentioned that the dog, if you something about when she's watching TV, if she felt like tickling or whatever on her feet, and it was the dog like licking her feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
That's really sweet.
Because I think we all have at least one animal that's super, super important to you.
It's your heart animal.
Mm-hmm.
And your heart animal will reincarnate and come back. Like I had an Alaskan Malamute. Her name's Kona, and I had her for 13 years. She passed away. I said, that's it. I'm done. I don't want any more dogs. It's really hard. I cried for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 years later, I woke up on a Saturday and I heard, you need a black cat. In my head, I'm like, I need a what? All weekend long, that's all I kept hearing. You need a black cat. You need a black cat. And I'm like, so Monday, what do? AWA. They just got in a litter of black cats.
Yeah.
Aw.
Angel, Faith, Hope. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was
Like,
meant to be.
Seriously? I go there Wednesday and I come home with Angel.
Yeah. Aw.
And later did I find out that she came back to me as a cat because I wouldn't get another dog.
Oh, wow.
She's like, I had to come back as a cat because you wouldn't get another dog.
Aw.
I'm like, okay.
So similar I guess if they've reincarnated, so it's similar personality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes to play with snow.
Yeah.
Cats don't
like that.
Yeah.
I have a toy box for her, and Kona used to go in and pick out a specific toy and play with it. Angel does the same thing, puts her head in there, scoots her, pulls out a toy and plays with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Do you have like family members of your own that like stick around or like that you hear or feel often?
Yes. First of all, I have Archangel Michael with me.
Oh.
And he's with me every single day. He's my bestie. He helps me. He helps guide me. Gives me love, support. Gives me business advice.
Business.
He does. And he's got good business advice.
Excellent.
But my mom and dad are with me. They passed away. My dad was August 10th, 23. My mom's August 18th, 23.
Wow.
So 8 days apart.
Yeah.
They both have shown up numerous times for me. My dad came to me because I was his caregiver. I lived with them and took care of them. And he came to me after he passed and he was like, hey, he's like, I have to say something. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you're a woman of your word. He's like, you told me that you would take care of me and you would not leave my side. He goes, and you did exactly that. Aww. He's like, you gave me my medicine. You took care of me. You made me laugh. You made me smile. He's like, you were there for me. And that I'm so appreciative of.
Wow.
And then my mom came the day after she passed. I went to work because it was a lot. I was like, I just got to escape. I was going to work. So I went to work. I was in the bathroom. She comes and she's like, hey. And I'm like, Mom, I'm in the bathroom. She's like, yeah, so what? I was like, okay. I was like, what? She goes, I just want to tell you, you took care of me and Daddy for so many years. This is now your time to live your life. And I was like, okay. And then she came to me probably a few weeks later because I felt guilty. I didn't know she had cancer. And she never got tested. She never fully diagnosed, nothing like that. And she came to me in a dream and she showed me what her life would have been like if she was still here.
Oh, wow.
And at the end, she's like, do me a favor, please be happy for me.
Aww.
And that took my guilt right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'm all right with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have to say, being a medium and be mourning your parents is a really hard thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a medium, you're not seeing them. You're just missing them. Me, I have them popping in. I have them talking to me, having conversations with me, going to work with me because they knew what I did, but now they could see it. So they were coming to events I was having. They were hanging around with me, and then they would leave. And I'm like, and to see them go poof, I'm like, just kind of kept ripping the Band-Aid off, kind of making it more.
Yeah.
I wasn't
like
healing
progressing.
Yeah, because they would pop in and I'm like, oh, they're here. I'm talking to them, having conversations. This is great. And then boom, and I'm like, huh. Then I would get upset because they left.
Yeah.
So it was hard to kind of walk that little path.
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't think you were in the room, but her son visited me 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. Of
Yeah.
course he did.
He did.
He was like, hey, you gonna see my mom?
He was like, hey. And I was like, hi. And he's like, you're going to see my mom in 2 days. You're going to hang with her. I'm like, yes, I am. And he's like, all right, could you just please tell her that I love that she's keeping my memory alive and everything that she's doing to just keep doing and pushing me. And he's around and loving and supporting and yeah, going on trips. When people find the rocks, he's like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it. I love that. And it feels like they're postcards from him.
Oh, absolutely.
I say that all the time. I'm like getting these postcards from him as he's traveling around.
Yeah. No, he's very cute and he's so excited because you're giving him a purpose in heaven along with being down here. So he's along for the journey.
I love that.
we're
Sorry.
all happy she's doing it too.
Yeah. Thank you. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that you brought that message too.
Oh, he would not let me do it without telling you. Come on.
He's
you
a
know your
yeller.
son.
Yeah.
You know your
He
son.
interrupts.
Oh, this is a good one. When people are skeptical, how do you handle that? Or how does that make you feel?
It's almost like, okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Yeah. Because you're going to wow them.
Yeah.
And I've had people test me, like when I do my readings, they're like, yeah, let's see what you got. And I'm like, all right. I pull a card, I say something, they're like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I just do my thing and non-believers become believers at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've had sometimes people still don't believe when they leave me. But like if I'm doing a reading, like a card reading, like giving advice or saying like certain things are happening, they find a way to come to me. And they're like, just an FYI, you told me this was going to happen and it did. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, Bruno said my fish was going to die. And then it died.
I've actually had a couple years ago, I was at an event, and this is about like suicide and stuff. I had a guy, and he was hemming and hawing about sitting in front of me. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I was like, fine, sit down. So we sat down, and I'm pulling cards, and we're talking. And then all of a sudden, I heard in my head, he's contemplating suicide.
Wow.
So me being me, I can't ignore that crap. So I was like, all right, all seriousness. I said, you're contemplating suicide? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, like we need to seriously talk. I'm like, because this is not happening. So him and I had a heart-to-heart conversation. The angels were feeding me like what to tell him, and got done his reading. He felt better. I would not take payment from him. I said, no, this was something that was needed. And he talked to my son. They had a good conversation. He left. And my son's like, Mom, you did good. I'm like, this is something that I had to do.
Yeah.
2 months later, he came to an event of mine, waited in line to see me, just so he could say, I'm still here. I did everything that you told me to do. And my life is so much better. And we hugged, and he was just so happy. And then I did a quick reading for him. And then he's like, where's your son? And I'm like, yeah, he's not with me today. He's like, oh. He's like, well, please tell him I said hi.
Oh.
And I said, okay.
That's
That's great.
amazing.
Yeah. So you never know why people come to you.
Yeah.
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 Right place at the right time,
Mhm.
for sure. And the choice that he made to sit down.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah. So just so help me understand just the way that it comes. So somebody can come to want to talk to somebody, or someone gives you a message about something that either that person's thinking about or is going on. That so they're two different scenarios.
Well,
Or do the people that like come through to talk to them also kind of know what's going on in their head?
yes, they know what's going on in their life. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's typically, I always say it's my spirit team talks with your spirit team, and they talk,
Okay.
and then they come and say, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this.
Okay.
Have you ever had an experience with someone having multiple people try to come through for the same person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I had a reading where I did, and I had two strong males. And I was talking to one, and then they started arguing. And I looked at the woman, I'm like, they're arguing. And she started laughing. She goes, that's so them. And I'm like, okay. So then I try to teeter between them. I try to tap in and kind of deal with both of them. So I did. I spoke to both of them, but they were still arguing back and forth. And I'm like, listen, I can talk to both of you. Just give me a minute.
Make it easier if you just take turns.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I find myself doing that. I'm talking about, oh, your mom's here. Da-da-da. Oh, wait, your grandmom's here. Da-da-da-da. You know, so it kind of, yeah.
Do they typically identify themselves to you, or is it like you have to get it from the person?
If it's like a short window of times, I'll typically, who do you want to speak to?
Oh, okay.
But for most of my sessions and most of what I do, I feel the energy, and then I get guided. I'm like, oh, it's a mom energy. And then I'm like, wait, but your mom's here, so it's grandmom on your mom's side. So like I get kind of,
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
So for me, initially, you knew it was a male. The initial feeling was dad, but my dad has not passed.
Yeah.
And then you immediately were like, no, it's your son.
So yeah, they steer me and I feel it.
Okay.
Sometimes I get names, but I try not to limit the names because it can be confusing.
Yeah. So what is the difference in a feeling between like a feminine or a masculine energy for you? Is there a certain like?
It's just different.
Okay. That's fair.
I don't know
That's
how
totally
to
fair.
explain it. It's just like what I feel.
Okay.
And like if it's mom or dad, like I feel like I get pulled in different directions.
Okay.
And that's just kind of how it's set up
Yeah.
for me, at least. I'm like, oh, your mom's here. And then your mom's like usually that shoulder, dad's that side. And then it kind of goes up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really neat.
And then sometimes like I get an uncle, friends, you know.
Yeah.
So when you first, well, you said you pretty much have known your whole life that you've been able to do this, but when did you tell other people that you had this gift? And what did that
my 20s.
conversation look like?
Like in my 20s, like real close friends, I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm like, I can do this. And they're like, oh. And it was just, you know, and then it was a lot more of like, we were out bowling and it was my girlfriend's birthday and her friend was there and I went, so your mom's here. And he went, what? I'm like, yeah, your mom's here. She's talking about a rose tattoo and you haven't gotten it yet. And he was like, no, I have not. He's like, but I am thinking about and I was like, yeah. So
That's good.
but now like it's who I am, that I don't care what people think of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, before,
Definitely.
I was always like, people are going to see it wrong. Like, but then again, 25 years ago, it wasn't as popular
Right.
Right.
as it is now.
Yeah. I know, you know, as I was growing up, this is something that, they would have been so against. You know, they're super religious and you just don't do this.
Yeah. Yeah. And, it's funny. But I am who I am.
Yeah.
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 So you have events often. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to say too much, but I am on a hotline.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm not allowed to promote it.
Okay.
Because it's for my safety.
Okay.
So I have been officially vetted and all of that. I have my own clientele, my own animal clientele, and then I do events as well. So I try to keep busy.
Yeah.
She's
I love
very busy because I see your events.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first I did every event that I could think of, and I just threw everything at the wall to see what would stick.
Yeah. What are the ones you find are the most popular? Like, what do you get the most traction with?
I work with a couple people who do like psychic events. So I feel like that's the more kind of structure, like people are coming there for readings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's another thing people, like when they get a reading with me, I say you never know what you're going to get, because I could be talking about, oh yeah, your career is going to be booming, like you're going to step into this new job in February. And then I'm like, oh wait. And they're like, what? I'm like, your mom's talking to me. And they're like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, your mom's here. Like, and yeah. Like if they don't say anything, spirits, I don't say anything.
Yeah.
But when they step forward and they're like, hey, their mom's here, could you please tell? And I'm like, yes, I will acknowledge you. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Okay.
So yeah, you never know what you get with me.
Yeah.
Is there like a time frame or maybe like a stage of grief that you think people reach out to you more often in? Like, is it when it's a fresh grief or after a certain period of time? Do you find that there's a pattern in that, or a certain personality maybe that's looking?
I say grief is just there nonstop.
Yeah.
And most of the time spirits are like, could you just get over it?
Whether it's been 6 weeks or 6 years.
Or even the next day.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll give you 24 hours.
Yeah.
Then you're done. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. I'm like, when you leave us here, it's different. Yeah, but we're fine. We know you're fine. Us here are not fine.
Yeah.
So I argue with spirit a lot about like, give us grace, give us time. But they always want us to hurry up and get to the other side. And the other side is we're okay and we remember the good things.
Yeah.
We're not stuck in the sadness. They don't like us crying. They don't like us upset. So that they want to speed that along. And I'm like, you kind of can. So grief is never ending. And it's up to everybody individually. And one thing a lot of people don't realize is it's not just grief is crying and being upset. There's anger. And a lot of people don't realize that's a form of grief as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For any multitude of reasons. You can be angry at the person who's gone. You can be angry at the cancer that took them. You can be angry at the situation.
Or just
angry at the world.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I try to encourage people.
Yeah. Look, it's another one of our guests.
Yes. This is one of our previous guests, Brooklyn. Do you want to come on?
Come
Brooklyn was
on.
so excited to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why when I came to the door, she was like, oh, hi.
Yeah, she was so excited that you were coming.
Yay.
Brooklyn also records a podcast
Yes.
here.
Oh, nice.
She does.
I do.
Do you want to tell her what your podcast is?
So I actually have my own fitness and bodybuilding team. So our podcast is like a space for people to tell their stories, a little bit about their healing journey, what changed their lifestyles, and just stuff like that, connecting with the community, building a healthy, positive,
Stronger
community. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm hearing you're really good at it.
Thank you. I don't know. I think we're still working on it a little bit.
No, I'm hearing you have a good foundation. And then the building and the structure is there. Just give yourself a little bit more time, and then it's going to go boop. Just FYI. See, this is what
I was
happens.
going to say, look at what happened right in front of us.
This is just what happens.
Yeah.
So, someone followed you in here.
not to make it awkward, but someone followed you in here
Yeah,
and told her
there
that,
you
and
go.
that's how, yeah.
I feel a very strong connection with you, though, with Archangel Raphael, which is the Archangel of Healing. Do you see green energy? Like when you close your eyes, do you see green?
Like green? Like just like the color green?
Just the color green?
Not really.
Keep in mind, you probably will start. Because you're on the healing journey and you're helping people heal. And that's what he's about, is healing.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's usually around for that.
Oh, very interesting.
Just an FYI.
Nothing
talked
like
to
putting
him, too.
Brooklyn on the spot as soon as she
Yeah,
walks in.
I know.
right?
That's what you get for interrupting our
And
podcast.
eavesdrop a little bit.
Yeah.
And then sneak in.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a medium before?
No, never.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
Never.
See, you missed all the intro part of that.
That's right.
I
Now you
know.
just have
That's
to
why I
sit.
went to eavesdrop on.
Yeah.
I also work with animals.
Wow, really?
I talk to them like I talk to you.
Yeah? That's interesting. What's that like?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also help and work with their healing. So I
Yeah.
can get rid of anxieties, traumas, triggers, like stuff like that.
For like pets and stuff, any kind of animal, or do you
Any
like
kind of
target
animal.
like a specific breed? or
I've
animal?
worked with a snake, which I didn't really want.
Oh, no.
I showed up somebody's house and I sat down and we're working with the dog, and all of a sudden I went, oh my God, there's a snake, and he's getting all active and he was like, hey, I'm here, and I'm like, no. But
Did he
yeah,
sound
so
different? Did the snake sound different than the dog? Does it sound different? I was so... No?
No. But I
wanted
worked
to
with
hear it like
dogs,
Slytherin.
cats, ferret, horses. I'm big on the horses.
Yeah.
Because my dad was a cowboy and I had horses growing up. So
Oh, that's
horses
so
are really
cool.
big for me. But another thing that happens is when I connect with the animal and I talk to them, I leave them in the sense that they know they can always reach out to me.
Oh.
And I have them when I'm meditating, the animals will pop in my head. They'll be like, hey. And I'm like, hi.
They're like, I'm bored. I want to talk to you now.
I had a horse pop in who I knew, and I was meditating on Monday. He's like, my foot hurts. And I'm like, hey. And I kind of left it at that, not thinking anything.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I'm meditating. He's like, my foot really hurts. And I'm like, okay. So then I texted my friend. I was like, hey, Duke's telling me his foot hurts. She's like, can you check my sister? I was like, sure. They're like, we just had the fire out. I'm like, I know. I don't understand. He's telling me. And I had a picture, so I circled it, sent them the picture. I'm like, this is the one. Like, I feel up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
They had the fire come out, and they checked. And as soon as they touched, it went whoosh.
Oh, wow.
So there was an issue during one of the services that they did.
Aw.
So he knew to come to me
Aw.
to tell me that his foot hurt so I can make it feel better.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
that is.
So I know you talked about like being able to block and like have times where you're left alone. Is that like a practice that you have to do all the time? Like what do you
Every day.
you work on it every day?
Throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if not, then I leave myself open to people.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody has the best intentions.
Yeah.
So I like my energy being me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like feeling people's anxiety and
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, he's over there.
Yeah.
He's over here. But yeah, so I cut cords, I ground myself, and I use protection.
There's that cord cutting again.
Cord.
That's the
It's very
second time
important.
she's heard that.
For the first time, I'd never heard about it until we started talking to people on this podcast.
Okay.
So-
So we have two types of cords. We have our permanent cords, which are here, which is like husbands, loved one, like children, like all of that. And then like we all have cords now because we're sitting here talking. You go to Wawa, you talk to somebody, you have a cord. So like I cut them twice a day, if not more, because I don't want people tapping into me.
Huh.
But yeah.
So by tapping into you, is it like draining your energy?
Yeah, so keep in mind, there's empaths out there. Empaths are people who are very sensitive to energy. There's the opposite, which is an energy vampire. So if you come in contact with an energy vampire, they're going to go zing and they're going to like pull your energy
Mm-hmm.
and wipe you clean. Yeah, not good feeling.
No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does cutting the cord entail?
Okay, so I typically, to cut my temporary cords, I typically envision a circular blade. So it's like, the circle with all the Sharpies. and the Tasmanian devil. And I put them together so it like flip-flops. I start at my head, I go down to my feet, and back up 3 times. And then all temporary cords are cut.
So when you meditate, does that open you up typically more, or do you have to also meditate and keep your guard up? How does that work for you?
My meditation is not really a meditation.
Oh, okay.
And I always say it's meditate because it's just easier to say that than to say, oh, well, I sit there, I cleanse myself, I heal myself, I release things, I, readjust myself. I do energy healing on me, getting rid of bad, yucky stuff that doesn't belong to me, because I'm also a light worker, so I work with different color lights, which is energy.
Oh, okay.
So I do all of that. And then, I do my house, and then I do my cat, and, I do, it's a whole ritual. It takes about a half hour.
Wow.
So it's not really meditation because I'm not quiet.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, yeah.
So this is probably a bizarre question, but
Never bizarre.
because you're open to all of that, do you have to kind of set almost I don't know,
Boundaries.
hours for yourself? I'm
Yes.
open to you between these times and that's it.
I used to be open 24/7. And that was really hard to do. Like I said, going past the cemetery. Yo, hey, hi. Keep on driving. Going to a hospital. Boing, boing.
I
No,
bet.
I'm not going in a morgue. No, thank you. Never. But here's a funny thing. It's not really funny. But when we go to a funeral, oh yeah, spirit's there.
Yeah.
They're watching, they're listening, they're paying attention. Who's talking about me, who has nice things to say about me, who has yucky things to say about me, the whole thing. So I try now being so much more involved in it. I try to kind of, when I'm on, I'm on. And when I'm not, I kind of no.
Yeah.
And I have said no, because I've booked appointments with people and the spirit shows up and hey, and I'm no. And they're but, and I'm no. Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. So that Thursday, the day before my sessions, I always confirm. So he pops in, he's oh, hey. And I'm no. Tomorrow. He would leave. And then he came back on Friday. He was hey. And I'm 3:00. He's yeah, but no, 3:00. Okay, fine. Okay.
I love that. So since you're talking about the funerals and people talking about them, when people are saying negative things, does that affect them, or they don't care?
They don't really care, but it's more they're ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're yeah, okay. Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're oh, okay, duly noted.
Yeah.
But they have less cares up in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So how soon after they pass could you hear that? If
Same day.
same day?
Same day. I never tested the theory in a sense of things, and I know other mediums will be oh, you have to give it some time. I don't feel I need time. When my dad passed, I saw him go up, and he was back in 2 minutes. I'm dude. And he's
Go check it out first.
What? And he's well, now there's a whole thing.
Oh.
Because when we pass away, we go up. We do a life review. So we look at our lives, we see where we could have made changes or done things differently. And then we do whatever we have to do, and then we can come back down. In human time, our time, earthly time, it was 2 minutes. He's no, up in heaven, its time is different. He's I was up there for a bit, and I was
Wow.
oh, okay. Because I was dude, that was 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You didn't even do anything. He's no, I did everything. I was all right. So, and then I had 3 women come to me for readings. And it wasn't even mediumship. I was doing card readings for them. But they had just came from a funeral of the one girl's best friend. There was 3 of them, mom, aunt, and then the daughter. I did them all the last one, now I've used my deck all day long. The last one, the mom sat there, shuffled the deck. A feather flew out of my deck
Oh my goodness.
and landed on the table. And I went, okay, so this is happening.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? I'm like, she went, that just flew out of the deck. I was like, yeah, that just flew out of the deck. And I'm sitting, like, there's no feathers around me.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that I could have staged that. Plus, I
Yeah.
just read the other two people right before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and one got up, one sat down. Like, I didn't have time in between. So that was like, yeah, that was kind of cool.
So
That was a white feather.
Oh, wow.
So Eli passed on a Friday, and I had an appointment to view him on Tuesday. And that morning, I decided I was going to go for a walk, and Jack went with me. And I didn't notice it the whole way till we got close to the house. We were turning onto our street, and there were literally these shiny pennies just lined all the way to the house. And I said, it was a lot of pennies. And I said, oh my goodness, look at all these pennies. And Jack said, they've been the whole walk. And we walked a couple miles. And he's like, it's been the entire walk. And he said, those pennies started dark. They were really,
Got
really
lighter and
dark.
lighter.
And he said, as we were walking, they got lighter. And he's like, I kept pointing them out to you, but I was in such a fog, I didn't notice.
You weren't shocked.
Yeah. And then when we turned the corner, it was just,
Right.
they were so bright. I
Right.
couldn't ignore it, that it
They were
was
like
there.
brand new,
Yeah.
shiny, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was only a few days. And I definitely feel like that was Eli, because
Oh, absolutely.
how in the world do you have pennies just lining your
Yeah,
whole
well,
walk?
he was walking with you.
Yeah.
He was right there. He was walking. He was like, yeah. And then I hear him. He's like, I was just lighting the way.
Oh.
Did you pick the pennies up?
So those I didn't, and I was really upset. But since then, on my really hardest days, because Fridays were always really hard day, I would find a penny. It would be in such a random place, and a specific this one Friday, I was really having a hard time. I had left work, and I went on the passenger side to put my bag on the seat, and I looked down. There were 2 pennies and a stone that was in shape of a heart right next to my car, and I knew that was him.
absolutely.
And sometimes I'll just be walking, and it's just, and somebody could have dropped it, but it's there. So I'm just like,
Just
oh.
like somebody did not drop 100 pennies.
Yeah.
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 Had a
Yeah.
hole in their pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And-
one, maybe.
Yeah.
2, maybe 100.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much.
And this could have been me, but one time I'm driving home, and in the clouds, I saw his face. I mean, it was clear as a bell, and I kept like, that can't be real. And it
It
was
is real.
like, it was
It's
just his face. I could see him.
You'd be surprised at what signs they could give us.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't see them because we're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Or we're stuck in our grief, so we don't see it
Yeah.
or feel their energy around us.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the big, like,
Right.
in my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Come visit me in my dreams.
Yeah.
But people don't realize, like, that's not something every spirit can do.
Yeah.
And they have to kind of get there
Mm-hmm.
for it to happen. It's not something that's, oh, yeah, well, we could just come in your dream every night.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It does not.
For me, Eli's come to me twice in my dream. Once as a little boy, and then the second time was as I saw him last.
Right. So what's the crow? Have you seen a crow recently? Because I keep saying the blackbird.
Well, not a crow. It was like a hawk.
Okay.
Maybe a hawk. I don't know. It was a really big blackbird. It was,
Okay.
I don't know if he's speaking of the one today, but there was one flying outside my office window this morning. And I was like, it was so big to be where it was. And I looked, and I was like, hey, Eli.
He doesn't do anything small.
No,
So
he
he's not
doesn't.
going to show up like a little finch.
Yeah.
He's going to come big.
Yeah.
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 And then I kept hearing,
Yeah,
crow,
I
crow.
saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
He's like, and I'm like, your mom's talking. Just interrupt her. Just interrupt her. He's like, just say the bird.
Yeah.
Just say the blackbird, the
Yeah.
crow. And I'm like, dude, she's talking.
Yeah.
5 times.
Yeah.
Crow.
He does not
And I'm
leave
like,
you alone.
okay. So that's why I was
Yeah.
patiently waiting for you to
Yeah.
kind of
Aw.
where I can interject.
Yeah.
I mean, where's the bird at? Because he won't shut up about it.
Yeah. But I do feel like the signs are there. I think we all experience them, but we brush them off like, oh, I'm imagining it, or it really isn't. It
Yeah.
really isn't them.
Yeah. My mom and dad come and visit me as doves, morning doves. And I have a deck on my front. And they both are on the deck and they walk around together.
Oh, cute.
And then they hang out. And then, like, my mom will be one place, my dad will go down. And, like, I feel like he's checking out the lawns. And like, because it's just him. And then all of a sudden, he'll just take off, fly off, and land next to her.
Oh.
But one day, it was Father's Day, last year, 2025. I was having a really, really bad day. I was crying. My son wasn't home. He was working and stuff. And I was just having a really, really bad day. And I went and sat on the front porch. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm crying and I'm just trying to breathe. And I hear, and I'm like, what is happening? And I'm like hearing this bird yelling at me. And I'm like, where's the bird? And then up on one of the wires was a cardinal, which he never comes as a cardinal. And he was getting louder and louder, like yelling at me. And then I'm like, okay. And I wiped my tears. I calmed down. And then he went poof.
Huh.
He didn't even fly away. He just disappeared. I'm like,
wow.
dude. And he's like, well, you know how we roll. And I'm like, this is true. It is me.
Yeah.
So, like, for you to disappear, I wouldn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, okay, so it was spirit. It wasn't really, So, yeah, just poofed.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah.
Go
I saw you
self-
doing that.
I
Yeah, I
was like-
saw you doing that.
I appreciate you guys letting me
Yeah.
eavesdrop. For
Absolutely. I'm glad you were able to come in here.
I know, me too. I'm
Your
very
third
intrigued
spot.
by it.
Yeah.
So I want to at least hear some things.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Great to see you guys.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be careful.
Brooke
Oh,
and
your
I'm
backpack.
actually working. That's mine.
Nope, that's
It's mine.
Erica's.
That's hers.
Yeah.
Don't take my backpack.
Yeah.
Now
She's
she's got to
cute.
go back to work
Yes,
after
she
all that.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now she's going to listen to this and know what we think of her.
Yes. But I tell her to her face all the time.
What is something that you thought we might ask that we haven't, or that you thought might come up?
And it's funny because when you asked me to be on, I was like, yeah. And then it was like, do I prep myself? Then I heard no.
Even better. We
Yeah.
don't prep either.
Yeah, we don't either.
I was like, okay. And then I said to my son, I'm like, should I prep things? Like, should I get an ID? He's like, you don't have no idea what they're going to ask you. I'm like, duly noted.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. And so I didn't give it much thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of just wing it.
A lot of times with guests.
Well, it's
That's
genuine.
exactly what we do is we wing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot more fun that way.
It's more
when-
genuine. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. it flows.
because when we started, we did prep, and it felt very
Rehearsed.
robotic. I
Yeah.
felt, where now we just talk, and wherever it lands is where it is.
And that's pretty amazing.
People seem to relate. I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
We have interesting topics and interesting guests that
yeah,
hopefully people continue to enjoy.
yeah. If someone wanted to book an appointment with you, how would they do that?
Okay. So it's very easy. I know other people use like different programs and stuff to book. When you book through me. So like I'm very like, call me on my phone, text me, send me an email, and I schedule your appointment. But I have a website, www.inkie.theguided1.com.
Is that the number one or one spelled out?
One, O-N-E.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
And my phone number's up there, my email's there, and then I have links at the bottom of my website for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that fun stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How do you get most of your clientele? Most of the people who come find you.
Word of mouth, I think. Well, that might be a lie. Some of it's word of mouth because everybody's like, oh, I heard you were, from this person or that person, or you were doing readings from my cousin. And then like showing up at events usually kind of tails to, oh, I want to have a party. And then I do the party, and then it kind of branches off.
Do you like doing the parties?
Yeah, I was going to say, I forgot you do that.
Yeah, I do mediumship gallery parties.
How do you should do that?
Oh my God.
We should do that.
So it's like minimum of 6 people.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody just comes together, and I just, almost like when I did it at Dawn's.
Mm-hmm.
I just sit and talk to people.
Yeah.
And talk to the dead. And see who, what, where, how, kind of a thing.
And in that experience, we were kind of in a circle and in no particular order. Mm-hmm. So it's just how they come through. So she might have started over here, and then you're here, and then you're back in the middle. It's just how whoever shows up.
It's usually like I span the room, and I hear stop, and then I stop, and then I connect to that person.
Wow.
So spirit guides me. Yeah.
Typically, then, would everybody?
If it's a smaller session, I typically try to give everybody somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did do a dinner where I did a gallery.
Mm-hmm.
There was 50 people there. In 2.5 hours, I brought 35 spirits through.
Oh my goodness.
And 2 dogs.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
That is,
Yeah.
it's a lot of work, and that's just got to be exhausting.
Yeah.
Do you often have to go to bed? What do you do to wind down after something
No,
like
I
that?
actually get charged up.
Okay.
Oh.
The reverse.
Okay.
It takes me like about 2 hours when I'm done to kind of like chill out.
Okay. I was thinking it would be draining.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I don't get drained.
Okay. That's
Unless
good.
like it's been like a full day, because sometimes I overbook myself, and then by the time I get to like maybe doing my event, so say 6 to 9, about 8 o'clock I'll start yawning, but it's not yawning in the sense of like a real yawn. It's because when I talk to you guys, I take in energy and I feel and I vibe off of it. Well, I can only handle so much before I have to kind of release some of it, and that's what the yawning is. It's releasing of energy.
Okay.
So I can kind of keep going.
Yeah.
But I do readings for kids at colleges. I work with a company that I go and help them do reading.
Wow.
And I work with college kids, so that's fun. I work with a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I love what I do. And the funny thing is, I was a paralegal for 30 years.
That is so
like
interesting. You're like,
Such a 180.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is 30 years, paralegal. 20 of it was family law. But I always used my gifts with my clients. So like I could tell what was going to happen in court. I could tell, this or that. And I've had a lot of clients always wanting to talk to me because like I knew things.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know why I knew things. I just knew things. Or I was able to calm them down and make sure that things were right. And then at my last law firm, they were like, yep, you're done. And I'm like, what? They're like, oh yeah, you're done. You won't take our hint. You won't leave the legal field and do your gift. You're way overdue. And they threw me out.
Wow.
They threw me out.
Wow.
I got laid off.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what the hell?
But now here you are.
Yeah.
And now here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those
So it's
moments
probably-
in life.
That's what I was
that-
going to say. Like you needed that because you probably would have continued
I
doing
would have
that.
continued, and I thought I was helping and doing, and they were like, "No, it's time for you to like really help people."
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
And the first year out was where I helped that guy,
Yeah.
Wow.
so that was a quick like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
And imagine I can't even imagine how many people you've helped.
I love that, and that's a really big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I try to really like help people. I get people, they're upset, they're grief, this, that, and I really try. And then even with their lives, like I try to help with that too.
Yeah.
Give them guidance and structure, and not to brag, but I do have quite a few reviews that I have posted on my website where people are like, oh yeah, you told me this was going to happen and it did, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And like I said, with my personal experience, the person I came in as, I had so many questions, suicide. So there's just so many unanswered questions. And not that he answered any of the questions that I had, but I felt more at peace. I knew that he was okay. And that as a parent, that's your biggest
the main
concern.
thing. Yeah. And I did readings for kids too. Not a lot of people do that. Not that I set out to do that, but I do some parties with kids. But I was at doing an event where kids were at, and they were coming up to get readings. And I had this little boy. He was like a couple years old, probably first grade or something. And he was sitting in my chair, and I'm talking to him. And I'm like, so, you get bored at school? And he's like, looks at me, and I was like, yeah. And I'm like, instead of listening to the teacher, I'm like, you're thinking about Spider-Man? And he went, how did you know? I'm like, yeah, that's just me. He's like, Mom. She's like, I know.
So your son probably got away with nothing growing up.
Yeah, but he really never tried to get away. Like, yeah, because I can tell when he's lying. Like, I have a radar that's like, yeah. Because if people are like, oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, why are you lying to me? You're not good.
Yeah.
And they're like, shit. But yeah, he didn't really try too much. I think he's lied to me 3 times, and he's 22 now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But
That's pretty good.
But yeah, he giggles when he tries to lie to me. So like, yeah, it's a whole, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, no, I can't lie to you. So,
Whether you had this gift or not, he
Yeah.
wouldn't get away with it,
Right.
is what I'm hearing.
no.
Excellent.
Do you have any more questions?
I don't have any more questions. I've had a lot of my questions answered.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
You did a great job.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share or tell us about what you do?
I love the validation. That always kind of lifts you up. I did a reading for this one girl, and it was kind of the same setting where I was at, same place, Harbor Village. It was a couple years ago. They did the Halloween thing, and I was one of the fortune tellers. And the girl came, and I did the reading, and I saw her months later. I was at college, and she started to walk up to me, and she started to cry, and I looked at her. I was like, what? She backs up. She goes, I can't get too close to you. Just make me cry. And I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, you read me at Harbor. And I'm like, I know, I remember you. Might not remember names, but I remember faces. And she's like, when I left you, I was like, I said to my boyfriend, she's nuts. She's crazy. She doesn't know what she's doing. And she's like, and then every freaking thing that you told me happened and came true. She goes, so like, I just wanted to tell you. And I was like, well, thank you. She goes, but I'm just emotional when I see you. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never ever would have put together that like a fortune teller at a Halloween event would have been somebody that actually can do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would have, it's a fun game and they're just gonna whatever. But
Yeah, because
I wouldn't have ever something new that I wouldn't.
Yeah,
It's
like
a real.
I remember.
person.
I don't know if they still have them, but when I was a kid on the boardwalk, there'd be these fortune tellers.
Oh, yeah, they're not all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I would think of. Like,
Yeah.
let me look at what you're wearing and guess something about
Yeah.
you or whatever.
Yeah,
And it's
and
like
I-
50-50 chance something might remind you of it later. That, that could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that takes away from your gift. People that do those things.
Well, there's good and bad in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's good, real mediums, and then there's people that might not be.
Yeah.
It's the same. You go get a hoagie.
Yeah.
Some of them are really good,
Yeah.
and some of them suck.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not every medium is going to connect with every person.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that happens. I go to read somebody, they're like, yeah, you're not. And I'm like, okay. And then I just stop. And then I get, oh, yeah, you were right. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's okay. But, you have to feel it. And if they're not feeling it, it's really okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're not feeling the connection, it's okay.
So if someone has a lot of skepticism, does that block any kind of messages that might be coming through? If they came to you maybe to test you and they're so skeptical, does that kind of block messages, or are you still able to get messages?
I usually can still get messages.
Okay.
I was at a college and I was doing the readings, and this girl was like running up and down, yelling all kinds of stuff. And I was like, okay. So she waited in line. She sat here. She's like, yeah, I need to see it. I do tarot. I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, I need to see how good you are. I was like, all right. And I'm like, you're blocking me. And she's like, damn straight I am. I'm like, okay. First card, I was like, boop, 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 boop. And she went, what? She's like, how did you know that? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, seriously, how did you know? Like, I'm blocking you. And I'm like, yeah, and I got through.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then,
good.
and then she ran up and down.
Yeah.
She's really good. She's legit. Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that had to feel good, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because I think it's the same dynamic. They don't realize, like, the fortune teller aspect. I'm at a Halloween thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a show thing. They don't realize, like, it's legit.
Right.
I feel like some of the college kids, oh, it's a fun thing. It's an add-on to one of the events that's happening.
Right.
Oh, no. We're legit.
Mm-hmm.
We're legit.
That's really, I'm glad we had you on. I
Yeah.
could learn
Thank
all
you.
this.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, this has been a learning journey for Erica.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Awesome. Well,
I'm one that usually, like, yeah, you have questions, please talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
We
not
love
one to kind of, like, hide things. I
Yeah.
lift people up. I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to be happy. I stay in my lane, but I also do like to help people.
So what do you do to take care of yourself? Because you're taking care of so many other people.
Well, that's pretty funny. Because I had to switch doctors, and my new doctor asked me the same.
oh, really?
And I'm like, well, I help people. He's like, Sharon. I'm like, I know. And he's like, what? I'm like, it's just what I do. It's just who I am. And he's like, I understand that, but what are you doing for yourself? I was like, all right, I disconnect. So, like, before I would just keep going and going and going. And now, like, when I sign off, when I'm done my last session, I'm like, all right, I'm done. And then I go do mind nothingness. So, like, maybe I'll binge watch a show. Maybe me and my son will watch a movie. Maybe go out to dinner with the friends. You know, kind of stuff like that.
Well, that's good that you are making a conscious effort to take care of yourself.
I didn't before.
Yeah.
Just kept going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Energizer Bunny. I keep
Yeah.
going and going.
Yeah. What's the saying? You can't pour from an empty cup.
Oh, I
Is
say that
what
all
it
the
is?
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I have to politely yell at people.
But
Yeah.
the people who say it don't do it.
Exactly.
Come on,
Because-
Amy.
Yeah, we're
Who's
both
gonna do
nurses.
that?
Yeah, we're both nurses, so you're constantly giving and
absolutely.
caring for other people, and not that you intentionally do, but you do put other people before yourself because
Absolutely.
it's just who you are. So yeah, it is hard taking care of yourself.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
as nurses, you're telling your patients, just like your doctor told you have to take care of yourself. Meanwhile, you're not doing it for yourself.
Like, what do you mean you haven't drank water yet today?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
drank any water today.
I get that a lot. And I do. I encourage people, and I say that to people all the time. You need to do more things for you. My saying is, like, I know it's like you can't pour from an empty cup, but my saying is it's your world. You're living in it. And if something was to happen to you, who's going to take care of you? Typical answer is, nobody. Right. So take care of yourself.
Yeah.
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 That's a good point.
I've said that many times. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a very good point.
It's important.
It is.
And we are always taught that we should always take care of everybody first and then take care of ourselves last. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much bullshit.
Yeah.
I have, since I left the legal field and started my business, that has been my motto, is that you come first. you have to make sure you're okay before you can take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
Because if that cup is not full, you have no energy to help anybody else, let alone yourself. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm a big, big person to kind of knock that into people.
And I do feel like as women too,
Oh, yeah.
not to do the man-woman thing, but I do feel like women are always worried about everybody else
It's
before
our
themselves.
nature. It's that mom aspect.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a mom, you still have it. We still have it in us. Mm-hmm. And I say, no, bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Us first. Mm-hmm. First and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not selfish.
It's not.
It's not selfish. I think we're raised to believe that, but
Right.
it's not selfish.
It's that burdensome
Yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah.
that feeling of don't be burdensome to other people. That's ingrained, especially in women.
Yes.
And so then we think of it as selfish when in reality that's not the case.
Right. For the last 5 years, that's my motto. That's what I've been trying to change, is to make people realize, like, we're a priority and we have to be.
Yeah. That's a great spot
it
to
is.
wrap up this episode.
It is. I would, before we wrap it up, I would just like to mention that we always stress how important it is to say someone's name when they've passed, and to continue to say their name. And unfortunately, I had a friend, her son passed away a couple days ago. His name's Dakota. He's 21 years old. He was very sweet, kind boy,
Big heart.
man. I'm 21. He's a man. He was very kind to me when Eli passed. And one of the other things that was really important to me when Eli passed was getting pictures from people. And I still need to go through all my pictures, but I found a video of Dakota and Eli climbing these rocks in Maine. And they're climbing the rocks, and they both look back, and they're standing there together. And I sent that to his mom last night. And I said, I hope they found each other and they're climbing rocks. And I don't want to make this about myself, but I just felt like it was important to mention Dakota's name today.
Absolutely.
He is okay. And I heard, no, we're throwing rocks.
So glad you got to know him.
Yeah,
And
me
that-
too. He was a really good person.
Yeah. Because he helped at
very
Eli's
loved. He did.
celebration.
He did.
Yes.
He helped us load everything, unload. He stopped back at the celebration of life just to drop in, and then came back at the end and helped us load everything back up. There were a couple things I forgot, and he ran them to my house after he helped me pick things up from his mom's house, because I had borrowed a lot of things from his mom for the celebration. And he was just such a help.
Well, what I'm hearing is that he said that he stepped into Eli's role at that time, because the things that he did, Eli would have done automatically. So he was trying to be that person for you at that time.
Oh, I appreciate it. And he's very loved. He had a huge family. He has a huge family. He's very missed and very loved.
I'm glad you talked about him.
Yeah, me too.
And hopefully some of our listeners, followers will also hold his family in whatever way they feel appropriate in prayer or thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely need that.
Yeah.
And again, it's always a blessing to hear your person's name.
Oh, absolutely. Because it shows they mattered.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people pass in silence, and then there's nothing left, because nobody continues to speak about them.
And I know his mom is just like myself, and she will keep Dakota's memory alive.
Oh yeah, I see rocks going out with both their names on them. I see that picture like in my head, and I see it like kind of going out there, being a joint venture.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see her doing her own thing, but then I see, and you doing your own thing, but then I see you coming together to do, because they were friends.
Yeah.
They did matter to each other, and now they're together again. So it's symbolic of that.
They live on
Yes.
through the legacies and the memories.
Absolutely.
The conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still around.
Yeah.
They're still very much with us. It's just a different dimension, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you to all of our listeners for joining us today. We hope that we've helped some of you feel a little more seen, a little more heard. And as always, we are here because of Eli.
And thank you, Sharon, for
Thank
coming
you for
on.
being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you.